everybody, it's Bonnie with Bee's Indie Channel, and I'm pretty excited about today's video. I actually found an author named Joz Maxell, and she has agreed to allow me to build a teaser for her new book, so I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go over a couple of different steps in this video. Just keep in mind that I do use a different version of PowerPoint possibly than what you use. I use PowerPoint 2016, and I also use Windows. So these steps may not be specific for your computer, so just be sure that if you do these things to your computer, that you're sure that you're taking the appropriate precautions, because it could possibly mess up your computer. You don't want that to happen. So we're basically going to be going through the different, a couple of different steps here. The first thing that I'm going to go over is downloading fonts. The second step that I'm going to go over is the export resolution for your PowerPoint pictures. That's going to be the point where you want to really make sure that you're applying the appropriate settings for your computer. The third step is going to be actually building the teaser in PowerPoint, and then also saving it from there, because you're going to have to save it as a JPEG. So we're going to go over all of that. But let's go ahead and get started with the first step, which is going to be downloading fonts. I'm going to show you guys how you are actually going to download fonts first. So that is going to be the first thing that we're doing today. So I already have this pulled up. This is FontSquirrel. It's what I use for the majority of my fonts. Basically, you're going to have different download options. You're going to have download offsite. If you download offsite, you're most likely going to have to pay for it. So if I were to click on this right here, it takes me offsite. And well, this one right here is free. So. But yeah, so I mean, if you download offsite, it's basically just going to take you off of the site and directly to a different site. And sometimes they do actually charge for it. Let's look at this one right here. So this one, let's see, woo, $2.79. No. Okay, so basically what you're going to look for is just the download OTFs. Let me find a different one here. Come on, computer. Okay, so you're gonna I mean, it's up to you. You can go for an offsite font if you really like what you see, and if you fall in love with it, then definitely, yeah, definitely go for that. Or you can just do a regular download. And also it has different classifications and tags that you can use. I'm a horror author, so I tend to go with the grungier, rough type stuff. Let's look at rough and see. Okay, so we've got some different fonts here. As you can see, these are a little rough around the edges, which I tend to go for with what I write. So whenever you find a font that you like, you're basically going to download it. Whenever you download it, it's going to take you to the save file. I actually already have this one right here. But whenever you save file, okay, it's going to go over here. It's going to start downloading. It's going to basically send it to your downloads folder, depending on what your settings are. Whenever it does, you are going to see it right here. Now, whenever I have mine organized right now, this is actually the cleanest that it's been in a long time. So basically what will happen is whenever you go ahead and download it, it's going to come here in a zipped folder, which what you're going to have to do is extract it. I have a couple here that I actually need to delete, but you basically are going to right click and then you're going to extract all. Whenever you extract all, what is going to happen, I'll go ahead and do it with this one. It's showing right here, Fonts 2. So this one's actually going to go ahead and automatically go to my Fonts 2 folder that I have set up. So I'm going to go ahead and extract it. Okay, whenever you extract it, it's going to bring it up in the Fonts 2 folder. That's what I have it set up to go to. You're going to go to, I usually just go to here and I type in fonts. Downloading fonts is pretty easy, and honestly, you're going to want to do this if you want to personalize your trailers, your book covers. You can even, use these fonts for. You can use them for anything. You can use them as banners, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so these are all of the fonts that are already on my computer. Okay, it's fairly simple. I already have this in there. I'm going to go ahead and just do it again. I don't think it'll hurt anything. But I'm not a computer genius. Not really. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that here. So what happens is it's going to pull up a window. Aftershock already installed. We're going to go ahead and replace it. Why not? But usually it won't even pull that up. It'll just go ahead and install the font. Once that font gets installed, whenever you are using PowerPoint, which I will be showing you in this video, how we're going to do that. Once it's installed, you will be able to see these different fonts that you've installed and the drop down, which you'll see a couple of mine in here. Actually, a very important part of this process. Since we are using PowerPoint, we need to make sure, since PowerPoint does not generally, it's not generally going to save, or it's not going to save under the resolution that you need it to save under. So we actually have to go through and change the export resolution setting for PowerPoint. How you're going to do that is you are going to go to your run, which I'm lazy, so I'm just going to type it in. All right, whenever you pull run up, it's going to pop up with this window right here. It's not going to have anything in here right now. It has that because I did this not too long ago. So what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to enter REGEDIT. You're going to go to OK. My screen is about to go black. I will tell you what it says. Really quick, you're going to see a message that asks you if you want to allow this app to make changes. The registry editor, we're going to go to yes. Again, you want to be very, very careful because this can definitely, cause some issues with your computer. So you want to make sure that whatever settings you're applying to this, that you're applying the proper settings for the type of computer that you have, as well as the version of PowerPoint that you have. So in my case, I know that the registry subkey that I'm using for PowerPoint 2016 is going to be HKey_current_user, which I'm already under here. Next step, I'm going to go to software, and this is for the 2016 version of PowerPoint. So first is going to be HKeyCurrentUser software, and then we're going to look for Microsoft, which is already dropped down here. Once you pull up Microsoft, we are going to go to Office, which should already be pulled down. Office, my subkey is going to be 16.0. So once you click on 16.0, you are going to go to PowerPoint, which is also already open. So PowerPoint, and then we're going to go to Options, and it's going to take you to this screen right here. Now, basically, what you're going to have to do whenever you get to this screen is you're going to have to go, which I've already done this, so I'm just going to give you guys an idea. So once we get here, we are going to go to Edit, and we are going to go to New. Whenever you do that, you're going to go to the new D-word value, okay? Whenever you do that, it's going to pull this up right here, and you are going to have to enter in right here, export bitmap. My computer's spazzing out. So export bitmap resolution. And whenever you do that, you are going to go to enter. Now I cannot do this because I've already got so many values set up in here. But basically what we're going to do is we are going to go to wherever it pops up. Wherever you've entered that, it's going to show you, most likely in your case, new value number 1, if you haven't done this before. So in my case, new value number 1. All right, so what you're going to do is you are going to click on that. You're going to go to Edit. You're going to go to Modify. Whenever you pull up the screen right here, you're going to click on Decimal, and you're going to click on 300 DPI. It at least needs to be 300 DPI. Okay, once you do that, you're going to go to OK. And then once you've done all of that jazz, then you're good to go. Once you enter that, you're going to go to your exit and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to show you guys basically after you've done all of this, you are going to have to save these pictures a certain way, but we will get into all of that in just a minute. I've already kind of started off on this teaser right here. I found this picture that I actually downloaded from Adobe Stock, and that's where I get the majority of my stock images. But anyway, I kind of like this main font right here. I want to change this up because it just looks like it needs to pop. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. PowerPoint is a lot of fun to play with. I have a lot of fun with it because it's neat being able to build your own teasers and whatnot without having to pay an arm and a leg to get the appropriate that looks funny, to get the appropriate. Okay, let's see. I actually like that. Okay, sorry. And we're going to kind of make this bigger. And I would say that I want this to, oops, we don't want it to be highlighted red. We want it to be red. And my phone is blowing up. It loves to do that whenever I'm doing these videos. So let me turn that down real quick so it will be quiet. Okay, so I like that, but that shouldn't change. Come on. Okay. There we go. I don't want those quotes in there right now. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make this smaller. This is gonna bug me. Smaller and then squish. That's what we're gonna do. So as you see, a lot of this is just kind of playing around, which is the fun part about it. I mean, it's so fun. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to enter in, which I'm about to get the release date from her and all that jazz. Come on now. I just want this to be light. Come on now. Why are we being so stubborn right now? You know what? Okay. I don't think it's gonna let me. All right, well, at least let me highlight. I just want to highlight this. Can I see it highlights it, but it doesn't. There we go. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to enter in the title, which is My Absolution. Go ahead and just paste it in there. The titles are generally, I'm going to do text art and whatnot with those. So in this case, we need to go ahead and do that. And then I think that what we can do is we can go ahead and format this text. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to format this. Format text effects, and this is where you can play around with the text. So we need a little bit of shadow in there, which I like the red. And you can play around with this as well. So you can change around the transparency, all of that jazz. So generally, let me see, I had a really awesome font in here somewhere, but I don't know. I kind of like that with her name. Or, you know, you could do some fun things too, you know, like give her, you know, like a tattoo on her ass. Fun stuff. Or we could just be normal and just make a normal teaser here. Gosh, what's wrong with me? Okay, so probably in the corner over here. Keep in mind, you're generally going to want to have a, What am I trying to say? I like that better. You're generally going to want to have a release date, and I'll show you guys where I would normally put that after I do this. And it's just all about placement. It's all about placement, you know? It's all about placing things. I don't really want that to be like, yeah, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and insert text box. Available on Amazon. And I don't know when her release date is. I probably should have asked for that, but I'm going to know more in just a minute whenever I stop this video. But whenever you do all of this jazz, I generally put either the release date or something right here, but I'm going to be sure to get the appropriate release date for her in order to make sure that it's correct on her teaser. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to Save As. You are going to go to, I'm just going to save this under my Stranger folder because I saved everything under my Stranger folder. I'm going to put Jazz Maxell's, oops, teaser. Okay, and then whenever you do save it, you're going to save it as a JPEG file, and then go to save. Just this one. And that's it. Now you have a crisp, clean teaser. Well, that was mighty exciting. I had a blast. I hope that this video helps out, and I'll be making some more videos like this as far as creating covers and all of that stuff. As far as Jazz's book, the release date is to be announced. So it has not been announced just yet. But I had a blast. You guys have a great Sunday, and I will see you guys next week with a tutorial on how to make a cover. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for stopping in. Peace.